Welcome. We are back with our 90-day challenge. Today, we are going to be chatting about a practice that we get from improvis. I'm not even going to try and say it, but it is called the yes and practice. Improvisational. There we go, Nina. I even wrote it down because I've been practicing it, and I just can't get it out of my mouth right. Anyway, so the practice is called yes and practice. And how can we use this little practice, this little habit to change and help us continue with our habits? So here's an example. Say you have got the munchies. Say all of a sudden you really have that sugar craving and you know that you really shouldn't be going for that bar of chocolate. And so you can use this lovely practice from improvisational acting, where an actor is pretty much always asked to not negate a situation, but to say yes. So whatever situation is thrown at that actor, they say yes. And then they have to come up with something positive thereafter. So, for example, you now have the munchies. You now have that craving for something sweet. So you're not going to say, no, that's not what I'm allowed to have. You're going to say yes. And now you're going to think of a positive response. Oh, I see that on here. We are like back to front. I don't know how to switch that. Maybe this way. No, not that way. Okay, sorry, guys. For those of you on Instagram, you're just going to have to read backwards. All right, so what you want to do is, for example, say, okay, yes, I have the munchies, and I'm going to have an apple first, and I'm going to have a glass of water first. And so you're using this yes and practice to help you come up with a better solution. So maybe you're like, oh, you know what? I'm so tired and so exhausted and I don't want to go for a run. And then you use the sentence stem, yes, and I can go and stand outside for 5 minutes. Yes, and I can just walk to the gate or the end of the road. And so instead of like going into this like, no, but I don't feel like it, you're using something positive. You're saying, yes, okay, that is the situation. That is how I feel. This is a crappy situation right now. And you're going to add something positive to the end that you can do, something simple, positive action step that you can do. I love this practice. It has been so helpful, and I thought that I would share that with you today on our challenge, and hope that if you are struggling in one way with creating and getting that habit going today, is just to use this yes and practice and use it for yourself and see how it works. So remember, for those of you who don't want to get stuck, who need a little bit of support, who need a little bit of motivation, a little bit of inspiration, make sure that you follow along, that you like this channel, and that you then see all the other little tips and tricks that I have for you to keep you going, to keep you motivated on your 90-day challenge. And if you're keen to work with me in future, just have a look in the descriptions below and find out exactly how we can connect and how you can possibly join my coaching group. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and let me know how this yes and practice worked for you and what you used it for. So maybe you have to do a social media post today and you're not in the mood, or you just don't have content, and you can say yes, and I can get inspiration from going outside for 5 minutes. And so this is how you can use it for anything that you're feeling frustrated or just frustrated or not sure about, or you're just feeling a little negative. Use this practice to kick you back into the right frame of mind and to take action. Hope it's helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow for the next tip. Have a beautiful day. Bye.